There's the back. Really great lenticular slip. Hey guys, it's your old pal CHH. So what I'm going to do today is I want to actually look at my Friday the 13th history of physical media tower. It's like a history of the franchise. Now the reason I want to show this right now is I'm about to start really moving stuff soon, and the room's just kind of gotten a mess. As you can see, I've already got some stuff in boxes down there, getting ready to transition into hopefully the new CHH studio in the next couple of weeks. That's the goal, is get it closed in pretty soon, hopefully within a week or two from now, put the flooring down and start getting everything together. But I wanted to show this because I pulled this out and I thought it'd be really cool to go through what I have on here. So what we're going to do is look at my history of Friday the 13th tower, each title on the racks, and tell you a little bit about each one, a brief history lesson on the series, which I love so dearly. As you guys know, Friday the 13th is my favorite franchise to collect, and in some ways I love it as much, if not maybe a little bit more, than Elm Street at this point. That's probably sacrilege to say, but what can I say? I love Friday the 13th. I love Friday the 13th. I'm backwards on my camera, so it's hard to point to it. So let's look at it, guys. My Friday the 13th history tower, media tower. Let's do it. All right, guys, so this is the front view. We'll look at this row first, and then we'll spin it. A lot of people were asking me where I got the Angry Orchard Friday the 13th hockey mask. It's pretty life-size. So what happened is, right before Halloween ended, Angry Orchard had like this this thing on Instagram. They pulled it within an hour. And they basically said, if you order something right now, we're going to be giving away Angry Orchard hockey masks. And it's a hard glass, or porcelain or whatever. It's super thick, and it glows in the dark. I did a short on it. I don't know if you'll see it if I turn the lights out. Let me see. Oh, that's not the lights, that's the fan. Yeah, you can see it a little bit right there. But yeah, it'll glow in the dark. So let me get this out the way, and then we'll look at everything. All right, guys. So here is the first DVD run. Now, this DVD right here is the 2008 Friday the 13th DVD. Now what they did right here is they repackaged it with this cool slipcover, and the reason they did that is because these were coming out right around the same time. So they were trying to push through old stock by having an old release have a new slipcover. And most of us are pretty familiar with the Deluxe DVDs. This is history right here. Thankfully, partially because of my amazing audience and friends, my audience was able to help me get back some of the slipcovers that I had gotten rid of, stupidly, because at the time I was like, oh, I don't need the slipcovers. What's the point of having those? I'd throw them away back in 2009 like the dumbass I was. But as we can see, we've got Friday the 13th Part 1, uncut, with the hype sticker. Gotta love that. We also have Part 2 with the hype sticker. The way it looked when you first bought it, right when it came out. Beautiful. Who doesn't love that? We actually have Part 3 with the hype sticker. Had the 3D glasses. These DVDs have many miles on them, guys. I watched these multiple times when they came out. Lost Ending, slash scenes. I always like the backs on the DVDs. Great art. We have Part 5 right here with hype sticker. Don't you guys think we weren't going to have the hype stickers on all these? I mean, what's that Judas Priest song? You got another thing coming. Because please believe. So, Part 5, my favorite of the lenticular slips. There's something about Part 5 that's haunting, with that Roy Burns mask, and then also the house right there. Right? I'm sure you guys agree. Oh, and there's Roy Burns right there, by the way. So, I love this series dearly. These movies just give me comfort, and whenever I'm having a bad day, I watch one of these films. And the beauty is, the thing about the Friday the 13th series that's so great is each film can kind of, like, there's a certain kinds of good moods you can be in for different reasons that'll make you want to watch an individual entry. That's what's so beautiful. Here's Part 6 with hype sticker, of course. And it looks like Jason has a zip-up hoodie on right here. Kind of looks like a zip-up hoodie. And he's got his Part 5 mask on, of course. That's the Part 5 mask. I don't know how many people have ever noticed that, but yeah, that's the Part 5 mask. Roy Burns. The coveted Part 7, we did a video on this that was so funny. We did a whole video on just the special features on this because they're so ridiculous. The truth about telekinesis. Please look up the video I did. Just type in Planet CHH Friday the 13th Part 7 DVD. The most bizarre special feature ever. It's one of my favorite videos I've ever done because it's insane how funny that special feature is. They actually got a telekinetic scientist doctor to talk about telekinesis. It's hysterical. And then Part 8. This is my second favorite lenticular slip. Number 1 being Part 5, like we talked about. But Part 8 with a hype sticker, slash chains, and gag reel. That was new at the time. There's the back. Really great lenticular slip. I think there's something to be said about the deluxe edition DVDs. Most fans agree that they like the artwork on these and that Paramount did a great job on those releases. So we have a few more, but we went through those. Next up, I Love the 80s. This was during the big VH1 promo they did with that documentary. Paramount had this huge collab they did where they did a bunch of horror movies in these I Love the 80s cases. You can see it right there. Paramount, I Love the 80s, Friday the 13th checkerboard, which is what we're going to be doing the floor for the new studio. So these releases will look perfect in there. And then, of course, Part 2. These are the 2 Friday the 13ths they did. They did not do more. Believe me, I've searched high and low. Now, these are basically the 2006-ish, 2004-ish. Actually, no, maybe even earlier, like 99, 2000 DVDs. The same kind of cases and everything, discs and everything. It's just this art is new. These came out about a year before the deluxe versions came out. And then down here, we actually have a Jason Takes Manhattan VHS. Now, I didn't even know that this version came out on VHS. Shout out to my buddy Zach if you're watching. I'm so happy for him. I say proud of him. I'm so happy for him. He's not moving away. He's running a big business in the downtown area now. And I'm going to go visit him and see him. And thanks to him, I have this VHS. This is such a cool VHS, Jason Takes Manhattan, in this deluxe edition DVD art, which you will see this art again. Mind the mess in here, guys. I do apologize. I know it's a little messy. It's also a little. Should we go left or clockwise? Let's go clockwise. We're going to turn to the right. Now, what do we see here, guys? Remember, this is the history of Friday the 13th. That's the beauty of this. All right, so Friday the 13th. This is the 2000. Let's see what year this is. 1999. 1999 DVD. Now, this is the DVD we looked at in the first row with that new slipcover. That was a way to push through old stock of these. Now, this one's really cool. Check this out, guys. Shrink wrapped. Completely shrink wrapped. Friday the 13th Part 2 original run DVD with great price hype sticker from 2003. Look at that. That's history right there. This was the first time Friday the 13th came out on DVD. Mind you, this release was probably pushed through at a new retail price a few years after its release to sell through at a, you know, but that's cool. We got Part 3 right here. Gotta love that. Who doesn't love Part 3? With the wood logo. I've always been a big fan of the wood logo. This, I don't believe, came with 3D glasses. Final chapter, the last one to feature the original artwork. The knife through the hockey mask covered in blood. It's a great look. There you have that. 2000. 2000's the production date on that. Now, this is where they decided to start changing the artwork. It's one of the biggest mysteries. I'm going to get an answer one day, and who made this call for my audience. I'm making it a life mission to get the answer of why they changed the artwork on Friday the 13th, 5 through 8, during the 2001, during the new run of second half of these. So, not bad artwork, though. I do like those kind of Pet Cemetery looking trees in the background. Probably the most bizarre, Friday the 13th, Part 6. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Debbie Sue Voorhees, obviously, right there. The mask is questionable, where that's from. but the back is where things really get wacky. They do manage to have 2 images from Part 6, but they have Roy Burns, and they changed the hockey chevrons to red. It's one of the biggest what-ifs in the world to me. We have a production date of 2001 on that. Next up, guys, the shrink-wrapped Friday the 13th Part 7 original run DVD. Gotta love that. Do like the art on this one. I think it's pretty cool. This is 2002. So they did a few each year, starting in 99. Kane Hodder's debut, as we know. And then right here, guys, we have the classic Jason Takes Manhattan in a clear case, because that's just the way I bought mine. And I do like this artwork. I have to say, I do like it. So there you go. Not much special features on these single releases. We wouldn't get that until the Crystal Lake to Manhattan box set, which I don't have box sets in here, obviously. Next up, we're actually going to take a different kind of a stop with the series, the television series, which I think is underrated. Most people haven't watched it. They discount it because it's using the name, but in a lot of ways, this show is as much as Friday the 13th as the movies. It's got that feel and that style with Fred Mullins' score. You've got John D. LeMay from Jason Goes Straight to Hell, as we call it on this channel. There's a lot of great things about the TV show. I just wish people would give it the old college try. Of course, like any TV show, there's good episodes and there's bad episodes. This is season 1. Now, there is a box set available, and it's somewhere on the back side of this spinner shelf. So again, you can get it in a box set form, still available. Paramount's very good about keeping their stuff available for people. But yeah, that's season 1. We have season 2 right here in this reddish orange case. Gotta love that. And on there, you'll see all kinds of little artifacts that you'll see from the show. John D. LeMay still in season 2. Yeah, season 2 is good. Season 1's better than season 2 in my opinion. And then I think season 3 is good. This is my favorite artwork. I love the purple, obviously. Now, John bailed for season 3. He was replaced. I forget the actor's name. You have to forgive me. But there's some great little creature feature episodes in season 3. This is 1990. So the show kind of ran past when the Paramount series ended, interestingly enough. 89-90. So, yeah, that's season 3. Now, I have an empty spot right there. I thought I might have had something in there. Maybe I don't. But we're going to continue. All right, guys. This is where things get interesting. Okay, here we go. We've got Freddy versus Jason. I think it's one of my Jason. I think it's my Jason Goes to Hell DVD that's missing. Anyway, Freddy versus Jason, New Line Platinum Series DVD. I think everybody had this. You know, love that shine on there. Now this is cool. This is the Friday 09 Blu-ray with a Trick or Treat hype sticker. How cool is that? I bet you ain't seen that in a long time, huh? Killer cut, as we know. The DVD also had a killer cut, but with better artwork than the Blu-ray, in my opinion. The Turbine Blu-ray 3D release. This is a good Blu-ray release of Part 3 in 3D only. So you better be ready to watch this in true 3D. This is the Turbine Blu-ray. 3D is still kind of used overseas. It's not really as respected over here or appreciated that much anymore, unfortunately. This beauty. Now, when you look at this, you might say to yourself, okay, this is Friday the 13th. The remake, obviously, by the slipcover. Well, you would be wrong. That is the 2009, that is the 2008 deluxe edition of Part 1, the original. I did a video about this, and it was this another silly way when the tin box set that came out in 2013 was happening. This was done to, as well, push through old stock of the original Blu-ray release of Part 1, uncut. So they threw this ridiculous slipcover on there. Not only with Jason on there, but with the hockey mask to boot. So a very cool oddity from the Friday the 13th landscape of physical media. Now this one, I've never seen anybody have it. This came out very, very seldom. What you're seeing, most people have the steelbook of this. So back in 2000, what was it? 21-ish, when Friday the 13th, it might have been 2020. But basically, when Friday the 13th came out in steelbook on Blu-ray from Paramount, after the Scream Factory box set came out, this quietly got announced. A standard Blu-ray version of the film, boasting the new transfer that was done. 2021 is the date on there. So this quietly kind of came out. Most people got the steelbook, as well as I did. I didn't see this get posted anywhere, but I ended up getting this myself for the collection. I've kept it shrink wrapped. This may still be available to get, I'm not sure, but this is an oddity. I never see anybody have this exact version of Friday the 13th. So, next up, guys, I think a lot of collectors had this. This is the triple feature, featuring the remake specifically is why we're looking at it, the killer cut, as well as Elm Street and Freddy vs. Jason. This is a New Line Warner Brothers release, I believe. It's just a New Line release. So, very cool. There's that. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Aisle 2, we have a German media book of Friday the 13th Part 2. Now, we did a full video on this. You can check that out. Yeah, this is a media book. Obviously, I can't translate any of that, but pretty cool. That was gifted to me actually by a viewer of the channel, and I'm very appreciative. This one I got off a Diabolic DVD. This is a German media book of Jason Takes Manhattan. This came out around I want to say 18, 17. Trying to do this with one hand is difficult, but there's some cool pages in there. I've done a video on this as well, you can see. Now, at the time, I believe that this looked a touch better than the standard Blu-ray of Part 8. The collection hadn't come out yet from Scream Factory. Because I'd always heard this rumor that the initial Blu-rays from Paramount of the first 8 films were 720p upscales. And I don't know if that's true or not, but that was the rumor mill. Next up, my coveted red case Paramount collection featuring 3 images of Part 7, boasting the new transfers on the first 4 films. This came out in response. Paramount capitalized on the new remasters that Scream Factory did after the Scream Factory box set came out. They did their collection, boasting the new transfers. I got this during the Christmas season for $20. I posted it on my channel, let people know, and it might have been an accident. I know a lot of people bought it at that price. Why not? Just because it's a cool piece to have, the red case and everything. So, and I actually use this set sometimes. I still do. I like that set. Here we go. Friday the 13th on 4K, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very, a lot of controversy with this release, but I like this release. I think seeing the movie in the theater made me appreciate that kind of restoration a little bit more. Here we go, guys. Part 2 on 4K. Obviously, this is from the the box set of Paramount Scares. See if I could slide this out a little bit, but yeah, that's Part 2's 4K, which looked phenomenal. This is getting a standard release from what the rumor mill is, so hopefully that comes to fruition for fans, because not everybody wants those box sets. Here's a piece of history. The first Friday the 13th uncut Blu-ray came out around 2009. Yeah, 2009. So a year after the Paramount DVDs. Deluxe edition DVDs. All right, guys. And here's our last section we'll be looking at. This is Friday the 13th, 2009, the VHS release, which boasts an image of a very monstrous man. Now this VHS, I believe, came out in 2001. So this is a VHS release that came out during the run, the initial DVD run, because VHS was still a very viable format at the time. And this is definitely an oddity in the Friday the 13th home video catalog because of its bizarre artwork, which makes for the most fun for collecting. Of course, here we've got the original Friday the 13th VHS, which is a thing of beauty. My other VHSs are in the different room, but I just wanted to keep a beautiful part 1 on the history of Friday the 13th shelf. Right here we have a wacky artwork Mondo release with kind of this tree man. Mine's obviously a little chipped, but that's okay. Got the Friday the 13th logo in silver right there in the back. Welcome to Crystal Lake. Yeah, an interesting release right there. Slide that back in there. Let's get the Angry Orchard mask out the way. Slide it right over there. Oh. Polygon Man. This is a Warner Brothers release because the home video rights, I believe, are a little bit tricky overseas. Here we go. There's the Polygon Man. I did a video on this as well. This is a very funny release. All right, guys. Sorry about this thing swaying everywhere. A double feature that I found, a part 1 and 2. Yeah, this is probably from the early 2007. I think double features were a popular thing for a while. Maybe some of you saw this and you're probably curious what this was. Let me get this out. This is a very, very cool, make sure this stops spinning. All right, this is a very, very cool custom 2009 VHS made from my friends over at Red Planet Video. The killer cut, made to look like a early 80s or mid 80s Paramount VHS. You can see they recreated it the way it would if it did come out on VHS. Really cool artwork, and yeah, it's the movie on VHS. How cool is that? I love it. I like it a lot, and we might actually have another custom or two in here we'll be able to look at. It's kind of tricky fitting these VHS in here, y'all. I apologize. There we go. You got to shimmy them in there a little bit. All right, next up, guys. I'll just show you these, so I ain't got to pull them out. We've got Jason Takes Manhattan. Jason Goes Straight to Hell, I mean. Not Jason Takes Manhattan. We looked at that. A great VHS artwork. Jason X, the 4K from Arrow. We have the beautiful Jason Goes to Hell 4K. Right here, we actually have a custom. This I will take out because I'm sure a lot of you guys probably want to see this, which I do agree is very, very cool. All right, guys, we're getting it. There's a way to get these out. You got to shimmy them and then angle them just a little bit. That way you don't damage them. This is a custom part 3 with super cool foreign artwork. Custom part 3 VHS. Yeah, that artwork is official from a different territory, not in America. But yeah, this artwork was officially used. So, yeah, Red Planet Video, in case anybody's interested. Not sponsored by them, but they're just good friends, and I love their work, so they deserve the plug. Platinum Series Jason X DVD. And, of course, one of my favorite Arrow video releases, Friday the 13th, 2009 4K. Love this release. So, guys, that is my history of Friday the 13th home video media tower. Obviously, there's still a lot that's missing. This doesn't cover everything to a T, but it's ever evolving, and I'm still working on it. But I do hope you guys enjoyed that. That is obviously going to be a center point in the new studio, since I love Friday so much. So thank you guys for watching this. I hope you did enjoy it. God bless you guys, and I'll talk to y'all soon.